What is up, guys? It is your boy Splashman. How you guys doing? I'm back making more content. Today's video is a bit different, not a ecom marketing related video. It's more about 5 lessons that I've learned working for myself. So I actually used to work a job at Home Depot before. Most of you guys don't know this, but I used to work a job at Home Depot. I still work for someone else as well. I clearly work for my mentor Brandon. Whenever he has ecom projects, I work on it. As of recently, or at least for a year, I've been working for myself, running some of my own businesses. So today I just want to tell you guys the 5 lessons I've learned. It's probably more, but these are the 5 that I just thought of, and I just thought I would share with you guys. You guys might actually learn something, or if you're someone that is looking into starting their own business, this might be beneficial for you. With that being said, let's get started with this video. So the first lesson I learned working for myself is to always be learning. Okay, if you guys don't know, I have a mentor, and that's one of the things when it comes to learning consistently is hiring a mentor. All right, so I actually probably spend more money on books and courses than food or any other expenses, and that is because I love learning. It's not even that I like learning, it's that I know how beneficial learning is to my business. I buy a lot of books, I buy a lot of courses online. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys actually see me posing with a book, or I always post whenever I get a new book. So if you're actually not already follow me there at SplashmanPB. But when it comes to learning, you need to always be sharpening your axe, because you are kind of going in the self-education route, not the formal education. So, you got to be really learning a little bit more than the other people. So you always have to be sharpening the axe, as I say. And remember, you have competition when it comes to business. So if you're not always learning, your competition's always going to outwork you or outmaneuver you in a certain way. So you need to be always staying sharp and sharpening your axe when it comes to your knowledge, so you have an edge over them. Another part of learning is hiring a mentor. As you guys know, I have a mentor, Brandon, and he's been a huge help. And without Brandon as my mentor, I would not be able to see the same success that I have currently. I actually credit majority of my success to him, and that is because hiring a mentor cuts the learning curve. I get to make less mistakes. I get more information. I don't have to spend a lot of time and energy learning certain stuff. My mentor can just tell me about it. So hiring a mentor is always a dope thing to do. To wrap up the first lesson, always be learning, whether it be through mentors, courses, books. One of the cool things I like to do is buy a lot of books. If you guys don't want to buy a lot of books or spend money on it, go to thrift stores. Okay, here's a little hack, but you can get very cheap books at thrift stores, and they're almost like new. Or also Amazon sells used books, so do that. And for a mentor, pay for their time, buy their courses, or just hire them if you can afford it. I got kind of lucky in a way where I started working with my mentor, so I got lucky, but you might not be in that situation. But also remember, I did invest some money in the beginning to get in this position. So yeah, hire a mentor. So the second lesson I learned is that you need a structure and a routine in your daily life. So what happens when you're an entrepreneur or someone that works for yourself is that you have this thing called freedom, all right? Which it's not really freedom. I'm gonna tell you why. When you're an entrepreneur, you can literally do whatever the hell you want, right? I can wake up at 12 in the morning, or 1 in the afternoon, and I can just chill, do nothing, and just work on my shit later on throughout the day. No manager yelling up my ass, unlike when I was working at Home Depot. And I'm able to travel, I'm able to do whatever I want, I'm able to enjoy the night. But with that freedom also comes the negative side of it, right? And when you have this freedom, what usually happens is that you start fucking up. And there's a reason for that. What might happen is you might skip some work to do some fun instead, and eventually that builds up and you're consistently doing it. And what ends up happening is that becomes a habit. And your excuse or your rationalization, right? You don't have a structure or a routine or whatever. So you just really, your work life bases on a bunch of, spikes, rather than like a routine where when you're going to work, when you're not going to work. If your mood and your actions are like spikes and they're random, what happens is that you get random results. Remember, guys, random actions equals random results, so you don't want to be doing that. Some things I do to avoid this is I definitely have a morning routine, and I have a structure throughout my day where I know when I'm going to work, when I'm going to chill, when I'm going to go to class, when I'm going to chill with my friends, all that good stuff. Another thing that's been helping me is a journal, writing stuff down, writing what I'm going to do. I got this actually new journal. It's called an Ethic Planner. And the cool thing about this is I haven't used it yet. I literally just got it yesterday. You can write what you wrote down, or you can write your schedule down on this paper right here. You can write down what tasks you need to get done. So this is something that's been helping me a lot. One of the biggest things that have helped me a lot is really knowing what tasks I have to do throughout the day and scheduling them, and having that structure has just helped my business so much more, because I know when I'm going to do work and when I'm going to chill. It just makes it easier. It just makes life easier. And at the end of the day, I do care about my business and I'm serious about it, so I gotta do stuff like this to get results. So the third lesson that I learned from being an entrepreneur is that it is not easy. A lot of people think being an entrepreneur is fun, it's easy, it's glamorous, but what you guys gotta realize is that you are seeing it from the side of it, like Instagram entrepreneur, or you're seeing the social media side of it or the reward side of it, right? You're not really seeing the work that goes in. And this is a motivational rah-rah bullshit, whatever. But listen, guys, a lot of people on Instagram, including me, I'm someone that does this, is like, people share their good stuff. They don't really share. I'm not going to show you guys, if I'm doing a vlog, I'm not going to show you guys me on my computer for like 4 hours, right? It makes no sense. It's not entertaining. It's not like the good side of entrepreneurship, or is the side that people want to see. People like seeing the reward, and people like sharing the result, like the rewards, right? So you got to realize that it's not really an easy thing. If you're really serious about your business, be right back. I just got distracted for a bit. I thought someone was at the door. But as I was saying, people just show you the good side of it. They don't really show you the work. And it's very difficult. If you're someone that's serious about your business, you have to put in a lot of work to get some of the results that you see on Instagram. I'm not trying to knock off anyone on Instagram sharing their results. It's pretty cool, you earned it. But what you got to realize is that, people don't really see the hard side of it, the difficult side of it. You got to sacrifice a lot of things. You got to put in work even when you don't feel like it. You have to have a lot of discipline. But you got to realize, man, it's probably easier for you to work a job rather to own your own business, just because a lot of stuff comes with this, sacrifices, a lot of mental stuff. So yeah, it's not easy. This is what I like doing, which is cool, but it's definitely not an easy thing. People kind of portray entrepreneurship as a thing that's very easy and all this rewarding stuff, but they don't really talk about the difficult part of it. And that's something I want you guys to know and just really take away from this video, is that this shit ain't easy, man. Remember, guys, put in the work and you'll get the reward. If this shit's not easy, it's probably easier for you to work a job and have someone else manage all the stressful things. But overall, don't fall into the trap of thinking that this shit's easy, because it's not. Lesson 4 is to change up your circle and your environment. So when you're working alone, you can literally be isolated for a couple of hours, which is cool because overall, you don't want to be surrounding yourself with losers anyway. But what has really helped me really elevate my business and elevate me as a person is hanging around with like-minded individuals and people that are doing better than me. And the cliche saying, you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. And I believe that is very true, because you learn through osmosis. Just being around someone is, you learn certain habits, certain things, and then when you guys mastermind, you just learn a lot more. But surrounding yourself with cool people is also another form of learning. You learn a lot from each other. You guys share your goals. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I can't really talk normally or have normal conversations with some of my current friends. I'm not trying to diss my current friends. They're cool. I love them, right? But the thing is, whenever I'm talking business or whenever trying to say something, it might sound like I'm bragging. So that's why you kind of need your other business friends or some people that are on your level or higher than you, because they will understand. Also, you got to be surrounding yourself with hitters every day, because at the end of the day, you are your circle. And the 5th lesson that I've learned working for myself is that you need accountability. Accountability, it can come from a mentor. You can be accountable by yourself. What I have is me and my friend Miguel, Sales Funnel God. He's like, we kind of keep each other accountable. That's why it comes down to, hiring a mentor, or also surrounding yourself with like-minded people, is you guys keep each other accountable, right? As I said before, you have a lot of freedom when it comes to being an entrepreneur. You might fuck around, you might not do work. But if you have accountability from someone that you don't want to disappoint, or, you have tasks that you've written down and you haven't done them, and you kind of are like keeping yourself accountable, you need to do that, otherwise you're gonna fuck up. For me, having Miguel as someone as an accountability partner, it is really cool, because he makes sure that whenever I have convo with him, he'll make sure that I'm doing some of my work, and I kind of do the same for him. We implement each other's ideas. We tell each other what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. So, but having accountability is so important. And And also having a mentor helps with that as well, because you definitely don't want to disappoint someone like your mentor. So, you know, have accountability, whether it be through hiring a coach or being yourself. Just be someone that's accountable. Overall, guys, that is a quick video on the 5 lessons that I've learned from being an entrepreneur or working for myself. If you guys like this video, please leave a comment down below. Leave a like. My Instagram is at SplashmanPB. I'm going to be making more cool videos, so subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you later. Peace.